Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farmville. They're about the same. Not quite the same, but close. These two are much better. It's to reflect the amount of money that they cost. Did I put those both going? I did. Right. So we will get a bit of sorghum that will go in there as well, and so we'll get sorghum coming out of that. I still haven't decided if I'm going to put a random event that will affect what comes from our wheat, from our flour on our mill. Whether or not I should even do that, I'm still of two minds on that one. I have decided not to include it with the crops because there's a whole different set of parameters for what goes in there. It's going to be a lot more closely monitored and a lot more closely looked after, which means that it's much less likely to come to grief. Like, you're much less likely to have any issues with the flour that's being produced over there than you would be with the grain that you're storing on your farm. There's a lot more eyes on it, looking out for it and trying to make sure that nothing can possibly go wrong with it. As you move up the production chain and more things happen to the different food, different produce, and so on, more people are watching it, so you get less things going wrong with it. This is just how it happens. Like, that is just a simple fact. I've seen it happen myself. I've seen bad things happen to the food as well. Like, I've also been part of some of the mistakes that have been made to the food when it's right down near the end production line, because I did used to work in a factory. I'm going to leave this one here. We're not going to talk about my previous errors anymore, at least not today. We're going to go and get a baler and a trailer, and we're going to go and do a little bit more balering. We have a small field where the oats were, and then a bigger field where the wheat was, and that should allow... I want to take it this way, don't I? It was on that one. I think I had it last time. So let's back you up and put you onto there like that. And then because we've got to tow this one with it stuck out the side like that, we will go round the back roads. It's a bit like driving around with a combine with the header on. I haven't got a lot of choice on this one. There is another baler that I actually tried. I won't use it in this series, but I just want to show you it does work, and I think it's actually a really cool baler. I like it. Go into the balers here. I don't know if it's on this one or not. I do like these. These are really cool. Yeah, this one. Right, it's that one there, the silage special. This is actually a really good baler. It's this dolly that it's got out the back. It does actually work really well. And when you fold it, put away, it goes directly behind the baler. And you can tow it along the road like that. So you have your trailer and the dolly behind in line with the tractor as it drives along. You don't have to have it unfolded like this and stuck out behind you, which is absolutely brilliant. So I really like that. It's a shame that this one doesn't have an option where you can tow the trailer while it's folded up, but you know, that's just the way that this particular one is, and that's all right. That's fine. So I want to start that one there, so it's loading, and then I want to go to the baler itself and do that, and off we go. Our sedate baling. Now, in theory, we should just be able to keep on cruising around the field. I have been told that the alternative baler that is available with this mod, the other option for it, does actually go faster than this one, which is something that I was wondering about getting. Because I really do love this quick bale thing that we've got going on here. We've got this one, the quick bale. This one here, apparently, the quick bale, it does actually go faster. It says 40k there, and it does actually go faster along the field. Now, I don't know if it will for us, whether it's just a one-off for the person that was using it, but I like the idea of it. I think the idea is there, and potentially I'm thinking... Actually, I think there's no reason why we shouldn't go and do that. Like, we've got the Kubota colours on this one, and we're doing 15 kilometers an hour across the field. Now, I got no problem with doing this, but because I know that we're doing quite a bit of straw, and we're doing straw from all of the crops that we've got, I kind of do want something that will get round the field a little bit quicker. It's not going to save massive amounts of time, and I have been persuaded to not upgrade to a square baler because I wanted to do that one, so I thought it'd be, you know, a little bit faster. I've been persuaded that, you know, we don't need to do that. It's not going to save us that much time, but it will save us some time if we're able to go a little bit quicker. Now, like this right here, it's not going to make any difference. Not really, is it? Like, it's a tiny little field, and the time we get round the field, we've done our 5 bales here. I very much doubt we're going to get bale number 6 popped out. If we do, I think it would be nothing short of a miracle, because I don't think there's anything close to that amount of straw that's left here in the middle. No, there's not. But when we're working on bigger fields, and we will be working on bigger fields as we go through this series, I think it is going to make a difference to how things perform overall if I'm able to have something that runs a little bit faster. So what I'm going to do, it wasn't actually originally what I was planning to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let's go here. Probably shouldn't be reversing it quite like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the straw here until I complete this bale. Alright, so it goes to there. 4250 is what we're looking for. If I get a little bit extra, I haven't got any extra at all, which is really good. So then I've got a round bale right there. Oh, it's not quite finished yet. Go a bit more. Goes up to, oh, it goes up to 5,000, doesn't it? Yeah, I forgot about that. Right, a little bit more. A little bit more. I was looking at the wrong bar. Just sitting there looking all confused with a daft expression on my face. So if I go there, it's already put 21 litres in the next one. I don't mind about the next one. That's fine. And what I'll do now is turn that baler off. And I'll also just turn the trailer off because I'm not quite sure how it will respond if I don't. I'm going to take that one off there. I'm going to fold up the baler now like that. I'm going to take this one down to the dealership. I'm going to sell this one and I'm going to buy the other one. So it will end up costing us some money. We got 60 grand. This will cost us a bit to do this changeover, but I think that that's a small price to pay for the increased, in theory, increased speed. We'll see if it's faster or not. I'm hoping it's got the same width, and I'm hoping it's also got the same pickups on it. Pickups, the same hitches on the back, that sort of thing. Paint condition, 8,502. So at the moment we're on 38,800. Spend 8,500. I get about another 2 grand back, I think. It's not too bad. So we are gonna. We had 60 grand up there. Basically, is what we started out with. I want to sell that one right there. Okay, and then we will go in here. No, not like that. Let's just do it this way. Not that way. Let's try that way. There we go. We'll get there eventually. And go and have a look for the quick bale right here. So it starts off as gold colored. No, I don't need to change any of these. I got the working speed standard on there. I'm going to leave that. No brand. Agco. Okay, so let's go back this way. Because Vicon, Pottinger, New Holland, Massey, Lizard, Lely. Okay, there's a lot more here than I thought. Kubota, that's the one that I was looking for. Is there different versions of Kubota? No, there isn't. Rear hitches, yes, and I will take 2. I will have both the rear hitches on. The silage additive tank I'm not going to worry about. The random foil colour, we'll leave that. Foil colour, well, if I ever decide to do any, I think we will go with the green foil on there. Then main color, I want this to be the Kubota orange. So we kind of want, yeah, something like this. Was that the one that I went with? I think that's what I had last time. Okay, that's the orange metal checker work pattern. That is not pleasant on the eyes at all. I think I went for the metallic orange just because I thought it looked pretty cool. So we'll do that, and I'll do the same here with, actually, no, not the wheels. That's the metal flake. There we go, just like that. We'll go with that. I actually quite like that. I think that's quite a good-looking color. And then we got the foil color with the green on there. And that is 60,000. So if I buy that bad boy right there. Okay, so this is the quick bale. And we're now on 39,500. So we've essentially, it's cost us 20 grand to upgrade our baler to be slightly more robust and able to get through the crop just a little bit faster. It's not an obscene amount of money that I was previously thinking of spending on like a fast baler or something like that. I think that this is a good compromise. At least it feels like that to me. I mean, you may feel differently, so by all means get in the comment section and tell me what you think. I don't even know if this is going to work yet. Like, it might have just been that someone else was using one and it worked okay for them, but it's not going to work quite so well for us. So let's get this thing unfolded like that, and then we can hitch in our trailer so that we can get that one started up, and then we will find out what kind of speed and everything else we're going to be able to do. Let's bring you back over there like that. Attach that one. Start that one up again, and then I will go here. Start it, lower it. We've got to get the straw going in. Oh, it's because it hasn't changed over to the next one. It's going a lot faster. It is going a lot faster than the last one was. So why are you... These bale... Wait. Oh, my bad. I know what's going on. I haven't changed the size of the bale. Change the bale size. We've got 180, 150, 125. We need 125s. That's part of the problem. I'm doing this with small bales. So that first bale there will need to go through as a big bale. It's going to be... Oh. It actually changed fast enough. But the baler is still going faster. So I don't know why the other one didn't, because this one is absolutely racing along the field. The speed the bales are going through. It's supposed to be, like, I was hoping it would just kind of, like, speed it up by, like, 5 kilometers an hour or something like that. I wasn't actually expecting it to be doing this. This is now gone to slightly ridiculous territory. Alright. I'm going to put this one out to you, the viewers. Do you think that we should keep this one? It's definitely going to be moving us through our crops and therefore getting us through the seasons that much faster, which I know that some of you do really want us to do. And so that bit, I think, could possibly be appreciated. But the fact that we are doing this speed across the field in what is supposed to be technically a more realistic series may be more of an issue for you. And I do completely understand that, so I am willing to change it back, but you better hurry up and say something, because honestly, this is something that I could get used to. Like, I do a crazy series. I already do a crazy series, so I don't need to have the crazy stuff in this one as well. I'm already pushing the boundaries of just about everything using the trailer combination that we've got right here. Whizzing along like this kind of speed, this may be a little bit too much, and I am absolutely okay with that. If it's not, if you're okay with this, brilliant, that's fantastic. That's what we'll do, because we've got all of these little fields here, and we're getting straw from every crop. Like, I'm aware that that also may not be completely realistic. There are some of these crops where we probably wouldn't get straw from. Most of them you can if you want to. People just generally don't, because it's better to chop it up and plough it back into the field and keep the biomass in the field rather than removing it. Because if you remove it, you've got to do other things to sort of compensate for that. So most farmers chop it up and incorporate it back into the ground again, so that the total biomass of the soil isn't depleted quite so sharply. And we're not doing that. We're removing everything, so it does sort of mean we would be then wanting to look at alternatives for how we would deal with stuff, but I'm not going to worry about that. Let's bring you over around like this. Not quite sure why it's giving us such a different value on the straw there. I'm going to try unhitching this trailer a second. Right, unhitch that one. That's giving me 8,500. Oh, I think it's because I ran that one bale before I changed the size of it. That might be why it's gone a little bit strange. So if I change that back to a 180 here, and we'll let it fill all of that through, that's gone to an 11,000 litre bale right there. Now if I was to change it down to a 125, it's going to keep that, but it'll also keep the small counter down a lot lower. So in order to be able to finish this, we are going to need an additional bit of straw, and then we're going to have one bale that is obscenely big compared to all the others, which is actually that's actually absolutely fine. That's not going to make much difference to us. It's just something that we'll have to deal with a bit later on. Let's get you hooked back on. Right, I was quite pleased with that. I was actually genuinely pleased with how that has turned out. I don't think that that was too bad. I like this new baler. It's a little bit quicker. Means that we can get through these jobs a bit faster, which means that we can progress through the seasons, which I get the impression that's what most of you want to see more than anything else, is you want to see me progressing through the seasons more quickly in this series than I have done in previous series, because I tend to get bogged down after a year or two. By doing it like this, we should be able to keep things moving, and I think that's kind of the important thing here. So I'm going to bring you up to there. Now, what have I got to look forward to next month with regards to harvesting? If we go here, so we have done oat, and we have done barley, and we have done wheat. We have canola that needs to be harvested. That will be next month. And possibly the sorghum next month, depending on when we actually... I think we planted it in April. Pretty sure we did. So sorghum is probably going to be next month as well. So we've got 2 more crops to deal with then. Potatoes we don't do. So then we will have those 3 out. We will have the corn, the sunflowers, and the soybeans to deal with in October. Right, so a little bit before we get to those, we'll have to do some planting and stuff beforehand. Let's take you over to here. Like that. So this, the reason I'm wondering when I'm going to be able to deal with this one bale that I've got right here, because I should have taken off those. I'll deal with the straps in a minute. I'm wondering if I can get some loose straw on the ground. That's basically what I'm kind of thinking about right now, is can I get a little bit of loose straw on the ground, nice and easy, so that I can finish this bale off and have that bit done. But I don't think I can. I don't think there's an easy way to do that. So we'll just have to leave that in the baler for now. And because we're still using the baler a lot, we will just bring it over here and I'll park it up there, ready to take back out again. I just want to change over the trailer. Let's bring you this way. I'll pop that one down there. I'll get the trailer hooked on, and we'll put that straw into the shed. And then what do we do next? I've done that field. I've done both of those fields. There's nothing I want to do out there. Like, there's no ploughing. There's also no lime to go and spread. We've got weeds over on that field, but we need to plant it first before we can do anything with weed control. I don't think there's actually anything that I can do to the field this month. Like, if I go and put fertilizer on it, I'm planting it next month and we'll be direct drilling it. So it's not going to make any difference to that. And then if we look here, so after the oat is the corn. Actually, well, the corn is one that we can't direct drill, so I could put some fertilizer on the oat field. The canola becomes oat. That we don't need to... Well, we're not doing that one. It was the wheat. The wheat becomes barley. That's just direct drill. So the only one that we can do anything to is put a little bit of fertilizer onto the oat field, because then we would go over it and cultivate it ready for next spring when we are planting the corn. Again, I don't really need to worry about that. Certainly not at the moment. That's more winter work that we will do. So we'll deal with that in the winter. Oh, okay. The trailer can't go in any further than that. That's a bit of a nuisance. Right. We'll just do it like this. I really like this shed. It's just slightly frustrating that the point to put the stuff into the shed is slightly back into the entrance, and as you just seen, I cannot reverse the trailer right into the shed in order to be able to do that there. So it does kind of force you to use a telehandler. If you were using bigger vehicles, you'd probably have to use a telehandler to do it. Might still be, if you had enough space around the front, you'd probably be able to get away with not having to use a telehandler or any kind of loader. But it seems like it's designed to push you towards using a loader. Yeah. I like to have my options more open, but then you all know that anyway. Alright, so we have done the harvest. We have fed our cows. They're all very happy. Everybody's tickety-boo in here. I've got 11,000 litres of slurry right there, and over this side I have got... not very much at all. 600 litres of manure in there, so we don't need to worry about that. I filled the combine up with fuel. That one is parked over there in front of the fuel pump. That's ready to go. The chickens have had a little bit of food. The trailer is ready to go. We don't need to do anything else this month, so let's go and skip the night, and then we have more crops to harvest in the morning. It is raining. This is not what we want. We want to be able to do our harvest work, and you cannot do harvest work in the rain. What we do have is the perfect opportunity to get things set up so that we can start planting our canola, which we will do. We have got... let's have a look. We have got, as we predicted, canola ready to harvest and sorghum ready to harvest, but that's going to have to wait till it stops raining. Let's deal with the chickens and the milk first. Slightly faster way of moving the eggs is just get the pallet on the ground like this and then push it along with the next one. And both of them go onto the bridge, onto the sell point, and then we sell both lots of eggs. Much better way of doing it. Right, there's that lot gone in there. They are now sold. We've got 7,700 this month, so down this month on what we've had previously. And then milk over here. We've got our 80 animals. We've got 4,800 milk at the moment. And if we take a look at the animals in here, 1 month, 33 months, 30 months, and 4 months. A little while before we get the milk from those. Food is fine at the moment. We don't need to worry about that. And the chickens have got plenty of food in here as well. Right, okay, so everything is tickety-boo in there. Oh, the other thing, we've got in here 20,000 litres of slurry, and then over this side we've got another 7,300 litres of manure, And if we take a look in here, we've got 1,500 litres of manure left in there, and we've got 17,000 slurry. So that's going to run out later today. Oats have now all been processed, so we can deactivate that one. Wheat flour, the bit that we put in, we can deactivate that one. The sorghum is still got to be taken in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell the milk, and then I'm going to take a tanker full of slurry over to the BGA. We will get our trailer hooked on as well, and we will take a trailer load of manure over to the BGA. And that'll be most of the simple tasks that we want to do. We will speed the time up to at least 5 times speed, so that we've got a little bit of daylight ticking through. We need the rain to stop so we can go and do the harvest. The one downside with having 1 day per month is that sometimes your window for actually getting your harvest done is somewhat limited. So 4,800 litres there. We're able to get it all into one load, but it's a little bit close. They ran into that car as well, but never mind that one. Right, we'll bring you over onto there. 4,800 litres of milk. What is the milk price today? It's not going to show on there, neither is the eggs, because we've gone and moved them. So if we go and have a look in here. 9,600 litres of milk today. That's pretty good. The sell everything container for the eggs was $3,000. August is a bit of a dip. November's our best time. And then March is the absolute worst time for that. Milk. Right, August is pretty low. But there's not a massive fluctuation between the prices anyway. It's like 1,900 up to 2,200. So this does look like quite alarming, the variation in this. But honestly, it's not actually very much. It's only 200 and... What have we got? 300? There's about 350. Close, just under 350 by the look of that. Yeah, maybe 325. Something like that, 350-ish difference between the lowest price and the highest price, which is not actually too bad at all. And the soybeans... Why have we got soybeans? Oh... We were supposed to sell the soybeans in June. It's now August and the prices come down again. So we forgot to sell the soybeans, which was really, really stupid. And now the price has sort of dropped down below what would be... It's a max price, 3,700. It's down to 2,390 right now. That was just stupidity. I keep forgetting to do that. That's the second time I've done that. I don't know if it's the second time in this actual series or not. I can't remember now. But yes, I know that I do keep forgetting to sell the milk, which is something that we're going to have to work on. We're definitely going to have to do something about that. Right, let's bring you back over here. Why have I got a bale on the back of that baler? Why is he ejected out? There wasn't a bale on. Oh, I know why. Because I reduced the size. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.